Congratulations, you've unlocked All Apologies, a show about apology tours and demanding satisfaction. I'm your host, Trucker Andy, and with me this week for the last week of Avatar August. It's the debut of the new sensation that's sweeping the nation. He's personality plus. He's going to make you come in your pants. It's the one, it's the only Jerk Sock. Welcome to the show, Jerk Sock.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, don't forget to go to unapologiespodcast.com for all the links to YouTube and Instagram, and just go jizz all over that subscribe button and get it going. Hey, Andy.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, and I want to thank you for bringing up the YouTube and the Instagram. We've been seeing some people answer the call for subscribing and hitting the notification bell, and a few more people checking out the show when it's premiering live on Wednesdays at 3:30. People like Hellraiser 69 and Luigi Greenberg and Hamhead.
Hey, Luigi Greenberg is a big fan of mine. I don't know if you know
that. Avatar August All-Star Luigi Greenberg inspired Jerk Sock to make his debut on All Apologies podcast. Get your pube face out of here. I honestly, I was trying to, I went on Skeptical Robot as the pickle with the plunger on his head, and it just became over on Patreon. It was dragging the power of my laptop into the toilet, and we couldn't run the show while I was also a pickle. So
you got to do it live. You got to do it live.
Okay, yeah. I should have just been a puppet instead of a cartoon. But
get nasty with it and go do it in public. That's what I say.
Yes. And if you want to see me as a pickle before it's shit the bed, you could see that over on Patreon right now for just $5. And
Andy makes pickles by butt chugging pickle brine and then shoving the cucumbers up there.
Yeah. I do that live on Patreon.
Yeah.
But we were over there listening to some of the music of Falling in Reverse.
Yeah.
Trying to make heads or tails of why Ronnie Radke is a thing when he's seemingly such a dick and such a hack. And we listened to some country shit with puppets.
It's my favorite song.
And we had to, for Avatar August, listen to the puppet song. And then we listened to his most popular song, Popular Monster.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Turns out there was avatars in that as well. So if you want to see that for $5 a month, you can get that on Monday night. But for $10 a month, you can get it Sunday night right after we record it. Yeah. Or for $5 a month, you can get the Wednesday episode at midnight rather than 3:30. So even if you just want to sign up for free, I encourage you to do that. God, you're disgusting, jerks.
You would think that Ronnie Radke would be right up my alley, but I do not get it. I cannot figure this bullshit out.
Nor should you.
And from what we've got coming up here, it seems like he's more of a jerk off than I am.
Yes, he's especially a jerk off because he has a criminal record that has made it difficult for him to tour internationally. They're selling tickets in London, and then they can't even go and deliver on the show because of his
it's PDF shit, right?
Stint in prison. It's domestic violence. It's Chris D'Elia shit, really.
Oh, God.
And we'll get into that. But he's also continually canceling shows for various reasons. This one in particular, he just got sick, as you do.
Hang on, Andy. Before I'm sorry, but I can't get off without context. The one thing that I don't know. So when I say context, I really don't know anything, but I don't think it'll come through here. I believe he has like a crown of thorns tattooed on his forehead, and then like a prison teardrop, like he killed somebody in prison. It's
Oh,
like really fucking hack shit. I mean, it's try hard shit. And then like he's tattooed, like his whole,
mhm.
he's got a sleeve of black, which to me is just covering up Aryan Brotherhood tattoos.
I will address that, jerk sock, but I have this queued up. So let's. This is he's not really. He's an unapologetic douche, but we did get this one apology when he recently canceled a show in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, you're probably gonna be really mad at me, but please just understand I have to postpone the show tonight. My voice, I got sick yesterday. I woke up, I could tell I was getting sick, still performed, and it made it worse. And of course, of all people,
You know what? Do you know how your phone works? Hold it in front of your fucking face, you moron.
since we like had to cancel last time because of the venue issues, you guys are gonna be so mad at me. We're not canceling. There's 10,000 fucking tickets sold.
Why?
So we're gonna move it to the end of the tour at some point. And I just literally don't want you to be mad at me.
Remember that other Taylor Swift failure, like carbon copy of Taylor Swift that canceled because she wanted to watch Law and Order and they had to move
Oh
into
yeah,
out of Buffalo? Yeah,
yeah, right.
these
Oh,
people.
I'm just so popular. I'm sorry, I'm so popular. You know what I didn't get? Like my significant other, the Right Sock or whatever, got
Mhm.
us tickets to Justin Timberlake or some shit, and that got canceled. You know what I didn't do? Go on fucking Instagram and apologize to everybody. It's like, we'll come back around. We'll make it up to you. You don't have to fucking plead your case on social media like some fucking
But
groveling bitch.
jerk sack, there's it's a rash of show cancellations right now. This is like in quick succession.
For him?
He gets sick. They just had this other one. Well, just let's finish this real quick, and I'll prove it.
I know you guys have Southern hospitality and you guys are very sweet. So please understand that I'm a human being. I'll see you guys at the end of the tour. Love you guys. Sorry.
I know you can't tell from all my superhero videos when I turn into Iron Man and fucking a werewolf and a puppet, but I'm just a human.
Yeah, I get sick like every other jag off in the world.
Look at you now.
This is the other example of the fact that these tours are just getting canceled.
But
You're
what the
right.
fuck's on his forehead? This
Oh,
is
well,
blasphemous. I'm religious. This is blasphemous.
that's a great question, jerk sock, because if you so this is the other example of the recent show that got canceled. Falling in Reverse headliner in Austin reportedly canceled due to low ticket sales.
But
Yeah, shocker, right? But yeah, look at this. Now he's got
it looks photoshopped.
he's got the blacked out hands and the crown
Like,
of thorns.
what's his name? Who's the Alan Cumming? He looks like Alan Cumming. Alan Cumming wanted to start a shitty new post goth jack off band.
Alan Cumming in socks.
Alan Cumming in socks.
Yeah.
Changing my name on screen.
Your point, though, that it looks shitty and like a cover up is because it is. This is what he used to look like.
Oh, see, I told you there's Aryan race tattoos there.
Look at me. I am a human Ed Hardy hat, and I have cursive writing across my forehead, and all of these gay
I know this
tattoos.
guy.
The only thing left to do is to just scribble it all out with a Sharpie and draw a crown of thorns on my head,
Andy,
so
I
that
know.
I stop
Andy, I knew
looking
this.
like a complete jerk off.
Andy, I know this guy. We had an OnlyFans together, and we got really rich from old men fucking paying us a lot of money to perform live for fucking tips.
I'm sure.
Most of what you see on my face here is from that guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, some of the things that make Ronnie Radke a human piece of fucking wet garbage is the 2012 arrest. He basically was like an accomplice in the shooting of somebody. Like a friend of his shot somebody, and
Oh,
he
was he fucking Ray Lewis?
he was beating the guy, and then his friend shot him. So he ended up going to jail for almost 2 years, and that is why he can't get into London. That is why he's barred from, traveling internationally in certain places, even though it was in 2012 or 2006 or something like that. So it was years ago, but it still kind of follows him around. And let's see, other things that he's been apologizing for. He talked about the illness, the a defamation suit. He sued a music critic that said he was a fucking hack. So we're probably going to get sued because we're saying all his music sucks on Patreon.
I'm just saying I don't get it.
Yeah. So he did sue a music critic and lost, but
I'm just saying that he's a homosexual OnlyFans jerk off.
yeah, denied access to the UK. Oh, and missing laptops. Radke canceled
Hunter
concerts.
Biden.
Yeah, yes, Hunter. He was covering for Hunter Biden.
He's what Hunter Biden was covering up.
Yeah, that they knew each other and were, but more than friends. So yeah, they're just like, oh, our laptops got stolen. We can't play our music beds because we can't play our instruments, so we can't do our show without our
fucking what's his name? God damn it, Andrew WK.
Yeah,
like him and a fucking drummer, and that's it.
Probably.
I mean, that is what this feels like. I mean, we talked about it over on Patreon, where like Toxic Holocaust, where it's like one guy doing all the work, and then they get some session studio guys to fill in, and then it's like never the same band twice because nobody can stand this guy, or he can't stand extending any credit for anything that's happening on stage beyond his own creative genius.
Okay, it goes all the way back to 2006 when he was basically not showing up for parole hearings related to that shooting, and then they finally caught up to him and said, "You got to show up for your court dates, or you go to jail for 1.5 years."
Oh my god, that's such a fucking Gen Z mentality of like, what? Oh, why do I have to? Who? Because you said so. I have to show up. Yeah, because it's the fucking law, idiot.
Yeah, don't you have a catchphrase about Hunter Biden's laptop?
Well, do your research.
Do your research on Ronnie Radke's laptop. And okay, so yeah, he's beating his girlfriend. He's beating up guys that then get shot.
I'm beating my dick.
Yeah. He's beating off into jerks.
He's beating his girlfriend like I beat my dick.
And then he's not showing up for his court dates and his parole hearings. And it's just the behavior of a shithead. And to further exemplify the shithead behavior,
it looks like I'm reading over your shoulder.
Yeah, ew, I don't like it. At one point, he had to pay, or he got into another lawsuit based on this incident where he threw a microphone stand at the audience. A lot of this is your big finale, like the way that Green Day trashes the drum kit. He likes to spearfish his fans with fucking mic stands, apparently. Yeah, take it from me. Mic stands aren't exactly. Yeah, you're flabbergasted. You're gobsmacked by that.
Yes. Well, what I know, if you're not a musician out there, and there's many different mic stands, but a real mic stand base is going to weigh, at minimum, like 30 pounds or something.
No, well, now I mean, not. 30.
Well, you're a buff guy. I mean, maybe it doesn't feel like 30 pounds to you. It's fucking heavy.
It's heavy enough that if you, it's probably over between 6 to 10 pounds, maybe like 8.
6 to 10 pounds. I think you're under. Maybe. I think you're so buff. You're underestimating how heavy those are.
Maybe they're about like 12 pounds. I mean, they're significant enough so that they stay upright well, knock them around. But yeah, you don't want to take one of those to the face, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
And
And I know about taking it to the face.
but that was something that was controversial, and he took a lot of shit from his fans, and there was some sort of criminal accountability held. And then recently at this year's Warp Tour, which I can't believe is still a thing, I'm going to encourage kids to again find better music to listen to, because if this is the kind of shit you're buying tickets for, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourselves.
They
But
don't know. They don't know they're embarrassing themselves.
yeah,
That's the problem.
so
They think this is all brand new and like that's the best thing that ever happened. Like he looks like fucking Rick fucking Motley Crue, Nikki Sixx.
yeah, this is old because he doesn't have the Sharpie arms.
Right.
He's got the Nikki Sixx hair and the Ed Hardy sleeves, and this is him because he took so much shit about the mic stand incident. Now he has really cool inflatable mic stands that he throws into the crowd like a real tough guy. He comes out with a fucking clown balloon and starts throwing. Remember when the Beastie Boys would show up with an inflatable cock, and that was
Oh yeah.
controversial and cool?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This guy's running around with an inflatable mic stand that he paid to have designed. Obviously, this doesn't exist in real life.
Yeah, let's just make a joke out of it, and you know, and then everybody will forget what a fucking asshole I am.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say you're a jerk off.
Yeah, certainly a jerk off. And to illustrate that point further, this is the most recent incident. This is what Lucy Tightbox brought to my attention. She is what's known in the what?
Lucy.
Lucy is what's known in the music scene as a lifer. She is the type of person that's been listening to Cannibal Corpse since she was 8 years old. She unwinds by putting Arch Spire on and doing her dishes. You know, this is what she likes to listen to is the hardest of the hard metal. And she fucking hates this guy. And rightfully so.
It's gay on sight. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah. But he was taking shit from his detractors based on this incident, which I have a theory that this is maybe orchestrated to a certain degree, and we can watch this and you tell me if you think this really happened.
I think the more controversial thing right there was like, didn't it sound like he wasn't even singing? Like that was all recorded? Like it seemed like he stopped and like the song played out with lead vocals, and then at the end he's like, "What the fuck?" Like, he didn't finish that song.
He got distracted from his backing track. I'm
telling you, on the other side, I can't fucking stare at you.
Zero integrity with this guy, you know. Here you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I kind of don't have control over that jerk sock. You're gonna have to roll with it. So that happens. This cartoonish slob runs onto the stage, and now it's joke time. I feel like this is the kind of thing that they orchestrate so that the guitar techs have time to tune up the guitar, the 7-string guitars or whatever the fuck these guys play.
Yeah.
And there's some kind of wardrobe change happening or something.
I think after everything that we've seen of this band so far, like now I'm starting to put a lot of the pieces together. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it seems like it's orchestrated for sure.
She's mid, bro.
That woman was more than mid, but this is now...
She was more than a lot of things.
Yeah. So now we're gonna really entertain the crowd with this impromptu incident that definitely really. The only thing that would stop me from saying this is that they play out a lot, and there would probably be documented incidents if this happened at every show. But this just seems like something Wayne Newton put together to entertain the crowd in between songs. Is the vibe that I get, especially when
Mhm.
you hear some of these comments that Ronnie is going to make.
Get this fucking alcoholic pregnant mom of 5 out of here, dude. What in the fuck? They're ruining the show. This bitch needs all the fucking attention. Imagine her at home. What the hell? Guys!
Imagine her at home. Am I right, folks?
Imagine Ronnie Radke at home. Are you kidding? Talking to somebody? Did he bring the kettle on stage to talk about how black it is? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? She needs attention. What? It just busted a nut.
Can I just point out my new pet peeve is people asking me to imagine everything.
Oh, that's your new pet peeve? That's been my pet peeve for a long time. I'm a grown man. I don't imagine everything.
So many people are using this turn of phrase now, and instead of you're a podcaster, you're entertaining me. Stop asking me to imagine. Explain it to me in vivid detail, because that's your job. Stop asking me to imagine everything. I have a poor imagination. All right, that's my point. I don't want to imagine anything. So stop asking me to fucking imagine what it's like for a fat bitch to be at home, or imagine what's going through Aaron Imholt's head. Just stop saying it.
Andy, imagine covering up all your tattoos with solid black and then getting popular.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or
getting less creative.
Imagine getting all of the shitty Ed Hardy tattoos and then trying to figure out what to do with yourself when that goes out of style.
Imagine getting a crown of thorns like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then getting popular.
Imagine getting tribal tattoos as an Anglo white guy when you're not from any tribe. Imagine
getting popular by gluing pubes to yourself and then fucking starting a whole new fucking character.
Yeah. Imagine trying to have a computer that can't support animes and trying to be a pickle and run a show and then crashing it on Patreon. Imagine that, because that's what happened over on our Patreon. For just $5 a month, you can check that out. Or let's listen. Imagine telling some more fucking hack jokes on stage like this.
Here, she's lucky she didn't get tackled. Guys, come on, be smarter than that. You guys are all smart.
She's lucky she didn't get tackled. She plays defensive end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding?
Here's some pandering. You guys are smarter than that. You guys are smarter than a big fat pig that jumped on stage.
Guys, come on, be smarter than that. You guys are all smarter than that. There's always one.
There's always one, and we planted her in the audience.
Yeah, there's always one that we paid to do this.
There's always one that we personally say, go stand over there and then do this. There's one of those.
Yeah. A shoeless woman with a shirt tied up to her neck.
Fucking fire up here, dude! You know what I mean? Holy shit.
Go find it, asshole.
Ronnie Radke literally burned somebody to death. Not even my fault.
M. Shadow's little brother fucking can't get a break.
Yeah.
Someone again. No, I didn't.
So that's him.
You know what? I just said that like that this is like a watered down Avenged Sevenfold doing this way better, and then this jerk off comes along and he's just like, I could do that all by myself. Let me just fucking cover up all my robot tattoos so I don't look like a homosexual, and then now I'm the Beast and the Harlot.
Imagine getting a Pokemon sleeve. I caught them all and I got them tattooed on my arm. Now I got to scribble it all out with a Sharpie.
Imagine the conversation you have with yourself in the middle of the night of like, oh, I can't believe I paid thousands of dollars for these tattoos, and I don't like them anymore. And so now I'm just gonna black over them. Like, what do you do after that? Like, what do you do after you have to like now get all
White.
white ink all over the black now?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I really miss my my Ed Hardy's like Sailor Jerry ship that I covered with black. So I'm gonna just get the photo negative version of that in white because I can't stop making bad decisions, and I can't.
I'm all about bad decisions.
I can't stop making terrible jokes at a fat woman's expense, which is fun. Don't get me wrong.
At least put a bigger shirt on.
She's wearing the same shirt you're wearing, dickhead.
Guys! Show me your butthole! Hey!
Like, he wants to see his butthole? I told you this guy had an OnlyFans account. Everyone's seen this guy's butthole. I guarantee it. I guarantee everyone's seen that guy's butthole on OnlyFans. I'm an expert. I'm an expert. Do your research. Do your research on OnlyFans.
Yeah. He knows what's going on under the gay tab of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And this is really why I started thinking that this was orchestrated to a certain degree. It just smacks of a bit. It seems too set up for him to. I mean, this isn't super clever or anything. Don't get me wrong, but it just feels like she was. It's like when Brendan Schaub cuts his hair and wears a terrible shirt on stage so that he can make a joke about it. That's what this concert feels like, a Brendan Schaub show.
Hey, we need to get somebody out on stage that everyone can look at and be like, well, I'm better than that.
Yeah. Imagine being the Brendan Schaub of rock and roll.
What in the sloth from the Goonies? Hey, you guys!
Nobody in this audience has ever they don't even know what the fucking Goonies is.
Okay? Thank you. I love you guys, but listen. I forgot my name.
It wasn't good enough the first time, Joe.
Joe Biden?
Oh God, I forgot about this too. Let's
He's
pick
on Hunter Biden's laptop. We already knew this.
Yeah, do your research.
Do your research.
Is there anything more hack than trying to do I guess at least he's not doing a Trump impression, but that would alienate half of his fan base. But we're still making like Joe Biden is out of it jokes in August of 2025.
Joe Biden?
This is his audition for SNL. Like, what should we write for you, Ronnie? Well, I could do a really good sloth from the Goonies, and I could do a really good Joe Biden. Can you write to that? You got it. Like, can we put Bo and Yang in it? Okay.
Yeah, I know. What? What?
What's next? We're going to talk about Hillary's emails.
Hey, you guys!
Dear God. Imagine buying tickets to this show. Unbelievable.
I'm at a total loss with this jerk off band. Like it's in. That's what I was gonna say. It feels like I'm listening to the people in the audience, and it feels like a gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like to me.
I bet this probably would be good at a gathering of the Juggalos. I think there is a venue for this, like with Corey Feldman opening for him or something.
Yeah,
I open for Limp Bizkit and
it works somewhere.
Yeah,
it works. I mean,
how do you know you wouldn't like it?
That's okay, because we're going to switch gears. So I'm going to take Jerk Sock backstage while we wrap things up with Falling in Reverse and Ronnie Radke being the world's biggest fuck up. This was kind of a rough week. Joe mentioned that we saw the loss of King Cobra JFS, and I saw people all over the internet lamenting Josh's passing and a lot of theories about how that may have happened. But I even posted a video of him performing Hurt, the Johnny Cash cover of the Nine Inch Nails song, which I felt was appropriate for the king, the passing of the king. But it was even tougher earlier this week before that when um, a founding member of Mastodon, Brent Hinds, passed away. And uh, Joe Sixpack has always been one of the bigger Mastodon fans, even though his name still says Jerk Sock. He's now Joe Sixpack. And he's been doing his research on what made Brent Hinds the secret weapon of Mastodon. And we wanted to pay tribute to a legend. And Joe has pulled some significant clips regarding that. Joe, what do you want to talk about first?
Well, yeah, Andy, we talked about this, and Andy's like, well, our format and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, Mastodon, like, it means a lot to me. One of my favorite bands. Okay. Right. And a little like background of it, obviously, Braun and Bill Kelleher from Rochester. And I'm, if nothing else, a hometown hero supporter. And so if they're local and making a name for themselves, I was really following them. And when Crack the Sky came out, I didn't listen to it initially. And I'm like, I'm going to get to it. And Mastodon can be a hard pill to swallow for some people. If you start from the beginning, specifically with Remission, is really brutal. You know, Andy and I grew up around here going to lethargy shows. It's not pop music. It's not Ronnie Radke digestible, you know.
There was no puppets.
Yeah. And actually, so, you know, not to be too much of a downer, but when our dad passed away, and I had to go back to work after like the bereavement time, I was just like, I'm going to take on Crack the Sky. And I ended up listening to it like over and over and over again.
Feel good music, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so a lot of it is like they address a lot of Crack the Sky specifically about Braun's sister committing suicide, and Emperor of Sand is all about them dealing with family members who have cancer and things like that. So it really speaks to death and loss and struggle and things like that. And so it was like very kind of like personal to me. And Brent specifically, I think if you listen to the early stuff, a lot of that guttural screaming is Troy, who's kind of like the main lead singer or whatever. But they all emerged in their own way. And Brent's voice like really stood out as just unique. And so for here, I think let's just start with how much of a unique person they were. Like one of their major forays into the mainstream was when they were nominated for a Grammy, and they went to the Grammys. And when you get invited to the Grammys, some of the shit that they send you, it probably says, hey, dress up.
Yeah, right.
So this is Braun and Brent dressed up for the Grammys.
So you guys just threw on your outfits this morning, I feel like.
I woke up in my outfit because I had late practice last night with the Dodgers, but
this is how'd it go? Hit any home runs?
I only hit home runs, darling.
So, I mean, they were making a joke of, they knew it was a joke. Like even the fact that they were there, you know, was a joke, and they made it a joke.
It's like Trey Parker wearing the Jennifer Lopez dress.
Right.
And they always did have a good sense of humor too, because we saw them recently. This was after Brett left the band, and they were opening for Coheed and Cambria, and they were co-headlining. So some nights Mastodon would open for Coheed, and some nights Coheed would open for Mastodon. And I guess I misspoke when I said there was no puppets in Mastodon, because Coheed had this giant stage statue. It was a light show. It looked like a bug in like street armor or something like that. And I'm sure there's some, knowing Coheed, it's significant to the comic or some art they they produced or something like that. But I feel like
Oh, Mastodon had a big monster come out on stage too.
that's what I'm trying to get at, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Ruining the punchline. They Mastodon is touring with them. They see this giant set piece that Coheed keeps trucking out, and they're like, "Well, we got to answer back." And they had this. It looked like retarded Sully from Monsters Inc. comes marching out, and when they go on first, we're watching it, going, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
do you think they were a bunch of Johnny come latelys? Is that what you think?
I feel like it was an afterthought.
Well,
I feel like they only did that because of what it was a tongue-in-cheek reaction to what Coheed was doing with their stage show. So
you
why else would they do that, Joe? Except for it's hilarious. If Coheed goes on first, they have the giant insect, and then Mastodon goes on second, and they have a cobbled together Eddie from Iron Maiden type of mascot come out. That's funny.
Nah, I mean, I hear you, but I think
you're saying the monster puppet is a significant mascot for Mastodon.
I think if you look at some of the tattoos that Brent had specifically, and some of like the cover art and the videos that the official videos that they've done, that there's a bit of a style, like consistent style. I think there'd probably be like a specific artist that they work with that this is put together.
This is why Joe is a big Mastodon fan that is going to defend this puppet, and I'm a comedy fan thinking that it was a hilarious joke. But let's move on to the next clip.
Well, let's play a little of the music so folks can get.
Was this post Ozzy passing away, this appearance with Marcus King?
Yeah. I think this was like in memoriam of Ozzy.
Very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Like within the last month.
Mm-hmm.
This is after Brent left the band. He's like, "Oh, gee, what am I going to do now that I'm not in Mastodon? I guess I'll go play Black Sabbath with Marcus King."
What is this attitude that you're giving this?
It's awesome.
Okay, it sounds like you're cutting it down.
No, I'm just saying, like what should I do with myself now that I'm not in Mastodon? I'm going to go play cool music with cool people.
Yeah, I'm going to go do the most awesome thing that ever happened. This is probably the best impression of Ozzy that you can do.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and so I like Marcus King. So this was a lot of fun to see when you sent this my way. Just a taste. Just a highlight.
Yeah, I mean, it's so upsetting too, because this is I'm like, he's leaving Mastodon. That sucks. But I was looking forward to seeing what he would do on his own, and like to see a guest spot like that, or whoever put that together. You mentioned the breakup with Mastodon. It started coming out that it wasn't like necessarily amicable. He put out some Instagram tweets. I don't know if you follow, if you've seen any of this, but he didn't have a lot of nice things to say after the fact. Like if you started to kind of shine a light, if you turn all the lights on and see where all the cockroaches go, it wasn't really amicable. And he's like, they kicked me out basically for I couldn't be me or whatever, which, if you read between the
That's a
lines.
nice way of saying they got sick of my shit.
Right, exactly. And he always did, like, even I sent you the divinations, and we'll get to that song in a minute, but I sent you the video, and even in that video at the end, it's the three of them are like Arctic explorers, and then Brent is a caveman who ends up, so he's made himself the other in the video and ends up eating them at the end. And it's like he always kind of like was not not a full part of the band is what it seemed like, or just like the odd man out. And he may have even made himself that way or just felt that way in general. But for my clip 2 here was just he was a real character, and here's just another interview of him being a character.
I'm here with Brent Hinds from Mastodon.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
that's a good start. So, you guys are touring.
Start over.
Okay, we'll do it again. Hey guys, this is Tor from TC. We're here at the old jailhouse in Horsens with Brent Hinds from Metallica.
Hi.
Did I say that?
No. Continue.
Jesus.
Continue.
So writing Ride the Lightning, how did that feel?
It felt good because I was doing I lacerated my penis in half and I was shocking my prostate with electricity. Felt great.
That sounds like a good thing.
And I tape wah-wahs to each of my feet, and then I walk around my house and I wrote the album like that while shocking my prostate into an oblivion.
Yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to take this interviewer seriously after he says you're in Metallica? Obviously, the fans know where the fuck he is.
Well, I thought it was hilarious how tickled he was that he goes start over, and the guy actually starts over.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't mean for you to actually start over. I'm not in control of the interview, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. So and you were like, what are we going to do with this? Like the format or whatever. And like, we can't play like the official music or whatever.
I mean, that's mainly what I was concerned about.
Right. But I was just like, oh, don't worry. There's plenty of funny shit to be able to explore with him. Let's play the divinations that I was talking about before. This is.
Okay. I'm not sure. I think this is just the live performance. It's not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure that you know that this is not going to feature the monster eating the band thing that you referenced.
No, this is not the video. Okay. Go do your research. Go find the video.
Yes. Listen to Jerk Sock and do your research. I just want to stop for a second to speak to the lack of guitar heroesmanship in a lot of music today, and what this guy is bringing to the table with these guitar solos. And there's another clip where they speak to that a little bit more, which I found very compelling. But you watch this guy like tearing a solo, it's very gratifying. It's just like, oh, you could still rock in America.
Well, I wouldn't even continue with this because I think I sent you a social media one that was much better. This is where the apology segment will come in for me specifically. The shit on YouTube does this no justice. Even what we were just listening to.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I want to qualify some things here.
I'm very nervous that the episode will get struck
Yeah, yeah.
These things that we're trying to say that we love about Brent Hinds and Mastodon will just be clipped out of the episode. So it's very hard to find examples of that. And
So, yes, that, and there's, I feel like a lot of people will say live is better, right? And I don't disagree with that. I also think there's fully an art to the studio and what you can create in a studio and the tweaks and how the clarity that you can get, and the quality of his voice and his guitar playing obviously shines in a polished recording. I'm not trying to say that they 100% can pull it off live, seeing them live, but seeing a live performance recorded from some jerk off cell phone and then replaying it on this platform does this no justice, and it's actually making me sad to showcase this. But I just need to say I have like so much fucking fondness and respect for this guy that even showcasing it this way is upsetting me.
well, hopefully this will inspire people to go listen to a quality recording.
Yeah, yeah. I please go find the real music. But so then I found that I loved this interview. I wish I had gotten this dude's the channel information and who this guy was, because their interview was so enjoyable to watch with him. They were definitely friends. It's like Maserati or something like that. He's like, he feels like a Texas guy or something like that. And he sat down with Brent at I think it's Fiend with a Face or something, is a side project that I'm looking forward to checking out. I haven't yet, but I had to keep this part in because the guy in the back looks like fucking he looks like a Mexican Rick James.
Yeah, he looks like
in the background.
Eddie Guerrero is.
Yeah. So I had to leave this guy. I only left this part of the clip in because that guy was in the background.
That guy was distracting you from the guy with the braids and the cowboy hat.
This guy's awesome. He's a great guitar player. He does like a lot of good stuff. So,
you said this is Eric Johnson? Is that?
No.
That's a different clip. I just saw one of the clips named Eric.
No, this guy celebrates him a little bit. They just have a conversation about Eric Johnson coming up here. But a lot of this is about his influences. And so this first part, he asks a little bit about his influences in this clip.
Before I was in Mastodon, I started this band like 94 or some shit. And just me and my friends, Steve and Troy started it. Super influenced by like the Cramps and Reverend Horton Heat and that kind of thing when I was young, and that's how this band kind of stemmed. That's how this band kind of formulated, is by me being so influenced by the Stray Cats and that kind of stuff, you know.
You're saying all the right things, Brent.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, is like, I loved listening to this because Andy and I loved Reverend Horton Heat, and we grew up on the Stray Cats, and like, so hearing those things, that's the other thing about why I was taking this loss so hard, is because he's only like 3 years older than us. Like, this is like when you're a freshman and you look up to the seniors in high school, right? It's like these guys are only a couple years older than us. And so you see an interview like this, and he's like, he's like, he loves all this shit that I love, and obviously it like makes sense, like why I'm a fan of this, you know. So I really enjoy. And then the next clip was more of his influences.
Jerry Reed.
Oh my God.
Junior Brown.
Dude.
Like Brian Setzer. Like Joe Walsh.
Dude.
Billy Gibbons. Angus Young. I love Dimebag too. Like he was my favorite metal guitar player. I love Zach. Love all that.
Billy Gibbons. You mentioned Billy Gibbons.
Love Billy Gibbons, man. Come on.
How about Eric Johnson? His guitar playing. You're not okay. I get it. Like, you're really roots oriented.
I don't like that.
Time.
I don't like that, Eric Johnson.
So very, very funny. So they go a little in depth with the Chet Atkins. Andy and our dad was just like, I mean, he would walk into a music store and just buy tons and tons of music. And I remember him getting like Chet Atkins, like at a much older time in his life. But Andy and I were listening to some Chet Atkins when we were kids. And so when he brought that up, and he's like, Jerry Reed, and I'm like, Jerry Reed, the guy from Scooby-Doo? And, you know, obviously most people would probably know him from Smokey and the Bandit and Eastbound and Down. He did that song for the movie and shit like that. But they bring up Jerry's Breakdown, and that's a song that they did together. Jerry Reed had like a variety show. So I went and I watched it, and like the bluegrass and just country, like finger picking and like all of this like really old school virtuoso shit. And I'm watching it, and like Jerry Reed's playing it on an acoustic, but you watch it and you're like you can see like Brent Hinds solo, like like the inspiration there, you know, like how he was kind of, because he'd been in interviews saying like, well, I don't really like metal. And I think like when he was like kind of perceived as like the other in the band, it was like him trying to drag these guys away from screamo metal into something a little more melodic. And he's trying to like blend their influences together into something very different. And he did. And all for the better too.
I know.
But
just real quick, but just since they invoke Chet Atkins, it's really worth anybody's time to find some brief late night talk show appearance of Chet Atkins just tearing it up. And the guy plays without a pick. And it sounds like two people playing a guitar. It's amazing. So to be inspired by somebody like that is, you know, you're on the right track if that's what you're aspiring to be. And since we're talking about his style, I pulled up this other one that you said with the studio pros talking about the way that he plays. Let's feature that one real quick, Joe, if you don't mind.
No.
For me, he plays like nobody I've ever heard, especially in a heavy band. He once said when we were working, well, I'm just a country guitar player in a heavy metal band. And that's kind of true. But there's more than just that. The composition of how he works his solos, or the composition of how he writes his music, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Because he plays guitar like a banjo. He plays guitar like there's not many guitar players like Brent. 9 times out of 10 when people watch a guitar player, they watch their left hand, the fretting hand. Like with Brent, you watch the right hand, because like there's some ninja stuff going on there that's crazy.
Just a taste. Just a taste of what he's got going on.
Oh, God, you know what? And it also, like, it's insulting to have like Ronnie Radke in the same episode as Brent. Like, there could not be two more opposite fucking people in the music industry, right?
I know. I really would love to hear somebody that knows what they're talking about. When Brent hears Falling in Reverse, it's the equivalent of you walking past a bucket kid in Times Square. You're like, oh, that's cute. This is what you're up to. Let me show you what real music is all about.
Complete side note here, but because I went down the Jerry Reed, Chet Atkins rabbit hole the other night. I also started listening to Roy Clark, and most people know Roy Clark from Hee Haw or something like that, but he's just like such an insane guitarist as well. And so if you ever want to, like, you could watch it like Hee Haw and even post Hee Haw. He did an appearance on The Odd Couple, the Tony Randall, Jack Klugman version of the TV show, right? Yeah. And he does it, and he fucking rips it up.
Yeah.
Like insane. It's insane.
It's like when you realize that Charo is actually an
Yeah.
amazing flamenco guitarist.
Yeah.
This guy's on Hee Haw and he's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, this sister fucker from Hee Haw is a fucking insane guitarist. Yeah, go check out Roy Clark. It's crazy. But yeah, let's so
He's telling incest jokes on a fucking variety show.
so to set this up, I don't know how much I cut out of this, but Maz or whatever his name is here, he's like he brings like Brent says Billy Gibbons, and Andy knows I think Billy Gibbons has the career to have in music. Like the cars, the women, the music, the talent, the longevity. Billy Gibbons is like the chef's kiss of a fucking life and career, in my opinion. And so when he mentions him as an influence, Maz is just like, oh well, Billy Gibbons celebrate. Eric Johnson is a Texas guy. And so that's why he brought up Eric Johnson, and Brent's just like, yeah, like I'm not really into that. But so he explains that. He qualifies that here.
I have to explain. If you're gonna make me talk about it.
Yeah.
Look, I went and saw him when I was 16, and when I had read in Guitar Player, it wasn't even Guitar World maybe. It was a Bible team. And every time I would hear Eric Johnson, it was Billy Gibbons mentioned him and Jeff Watson from Night Ranger. In print, I thought Stevie Ray Vaughan. But when I went to go see him, there's a guy that would look like Ellen DeGeneres with a Jimi Hendrix jacket on, and he ripped Cliffs of Dover. And I never heard guitar playing like that in my life. I think.
I'm sorry, but Cliffs of Dover is when I die and I walk into heaven. Cliffs of Dover is what's going to be playing.
It's not that I don't like Eric Johnson. It's just that
It's taste. It's a taste.
Yeah, he's too perfect.
I understand.
There's no grit there.
And it's true. It is like clean as fuck. Like that, and that's what makes it impressive. Like, so if you don't know who Eric Johnson is, mostly instrumental, I think, and like think
in the same breath of Joe Satriani.
Yeah, think Joe Satriani, think Steve Vai, think Eric Johnson. And if you've ever played Guitar Hero, right? Cliffs of Dover is in there. I was at a country club pool party event, and the band dared to attempt Cliffs of Dover, and the guitar player obviously insisted upon it, and he was like not embarrassing himself, but everybody else in the band is like barely like hanging on, you know, like while we're playing it.
Everybody at the pool party they're just like, whoa, whatever.
Yeah, and I have my
hot dogs left.
And I have my phone out recording it. Yeah, but I just thought it's you know what I like? I like when people are either they only talk about what they like, or they only talk about what they don't like. Like some people are just, it's just like a hater podcast where it's just like, that's gay and this sucks and everything sucks, right? Or you're just like, oh, everything's great and sunshines and flower. It's such positivity.
Between Steel Toe Morning Show and the Once Over.
Yeah, right. But so I really enjoyed this because you get a little bit of like what he likes and what he doesn't like, you know, and like why. And I wasn't. We've been going on for a minute now, so I won't get too much into the thing that bothered me was, or at least when it comes to speaking of how he kind of was maybe always left or felt left out of Mastodon, maybe was when they released Cold Dark Place, and Pitchfork did a review of Cold Dark Place. Now, Cold Dark Place is a 4-song EP that they released as a Mastodon album, but conceptually or like in reality, it was something that Brent it was all his own music. He had written all of this, and they're like, it doesn't fit in the record somehow, or like they're very concept albums, or like they're trying to create a whole thing. And they're like, we can't find a place for these to fit. So they released it as a 4-song EP, and the reviewer, and I just was personally offended because I completely disagreed with it, but they celebrate the first 3 songs. And it's like, you could see where like, we're going to fit in Braun here. We're going to fit in Troy here. for these different songs. This one's a little more upbeat, or they changed it a little bit. But the title song, Cold Dark Place, is very like dark and brooding and personal, and it is just Brent and a 12-string guitar, and there's a lot of production to it too, and some ooze and things like that mixed in. But it's a very personal song. The lyrics are very personal about like a relationship that's not working, and that like his heart is the cold dark place. It's like a very, and the guy's just like, oh, and this last song is just like fucking doesn't work at all, and it's just like the whole fucking point of the record is this song. Like Mastodon, this is another thing. Take this away, kids, who aren't listening to this. Mastodon and Crack the Sky specifically, to me, it was like when I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm gonna learn to drink black coffee because maybe I want to have a cup of coffee and there's no cream and sugar around, and I want to drink a cup of black coffee. Or if I'm at a business meeting and somebody says you got to try this scotch, I don't like scotch, but I want to be able to like drink scotch and not fucking, make a scrunch up my face like a pussy when I fucking take a sip of scotch. So I'm going to like make myself take it. And so I started listening to Crack the Sky, and I'm like, in a way, I'm going to take my medicine and I'm going to make myself like it. And it wasn't making myself like it. I'm like, I'm going to understand what people like about it. And I ended up being, loving it. I love that record. But point being, if you like somebody, or you like somebody like Ryan Balkan, Worst of the Best, right? So like when you go, this is the worst one, right? So I'd listen to Crack the Sky, and I'll be like, the song Crack the Sky, I'm like, that might be my least favorite one on here, like let's just, for example. And I'm like, but I'm going to listen to it. I'm like, they put it on here for a reason. They wrote this song for a reason. People you like, admire, respect, put it here for a reason. Why? Like you might on initial listen go, I don't know, I don't like it. It's not for me. But if you want to try and understand it or whatever, then take a minute and like check your shit and spend a little time with it. That was the other thing. I was like looking at their lyrics and shit. Nowadays, you're not going to sit down with the liner notes and the lyrics and just put the music on and read it, right? And really understand a record or what's going on. Everything's a fucking soundbite or it's trying to go viral. And it has to be fucking 5 seconds of a meme, to like capture it's got to be big titties and a fucking jerk sock to fucking get any attention.
Yeah. Which song is that? I want to listen to the titties.
Yeah. Let's play a little. Let's cleanse the palate here with. Do you have like? Is a social media one that has the better quality to music? Do you have any of that?
Couple left, Joe. Yeah, I think with the last piece of the interview.
They have Last Baron,
Birchman.
Colony of Birchman was like the one where I was just like, this is my favorite.
Yeah. So let's take a listen to this.
All right, cut it.
I like that you're making it transformative content.
Yeah. Well, here's my other demand. I'm going to demand an apology, and my apology is that I would like to demand is from the sound guy in virtually any live setting where they're like, "Who's the lead singer?" and they just like crank the volume on the lead singer's mic, and you can't hear any fucking buddy else. Like most of what we're hearing in that is Troy, because they're like, oh, Troy's the lead singer. It's like, no, it's actually why the loss of Brent, like when he left the band or when they kicked him out, whatever you want to say, is that they had blended it all together in such a way that like his parts stand out. Like this is the part where Troy is, but and like in live they like intermingle their voices together, which is what was happening there, but you can mostly only hear Troy. But like they all had their parts. Like Braun's vocal part, Braun emerged as like a huge part of the band vocally, when in like everything leading up to Crack the Sky,
Once
he
More Around
wasn't.
the Sun. Yeah.
He wasn't. Well, no, Crack the Sky, he came out. Oblivion, he was like very out front. And probably because his personal connection to the material, he came out as a big part of vocally with it. But it was like Brent post remission, like it was like Brent would do the verses, and then the really screaming, powerful shit was Troy and stuff like that. And when in the recordings, of the studio recordings, you could really hear that. And Brent's like growly voice was really like the verses and things like that. And Troy was the power, right? And but they all blended it together live. And so that's why when we saw them with Coheed and Cambria, I'm like, it is like noticeable. Like his absence is noticeable in the band. They're talented. They can pull it off. Like it's still a good show. It's still songs you like, but it's just like, it's just missing the grit, as he said, like with talking about Eric Johnson. Okay, and it'll wrap up this interview here with him. This misunderstanding is just hilarious to me. This was clip 6, the Chiquita.
You have a Chiquita, man?
No.
Oh God, me neither. I used to have one and let it slip out of my hands in high school.
I ain't looking for no Chiquita, man.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I have Chiquita PTSD.
You know what I'm talking about.
Like bananas? You talking about bananas?
I'm talking about the guitar.
Oh, my
the little guitar. No, it was called Chiquita, but made by it was by Bill and Austin, I think. And Billy.
Are there Chiquita guitars?
Yeah.
The same people that make bananas make guitars? What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about women.
Now you're talking about women. He's like, I got Chiquita PTSD. He's like, do you have a Chiquita? He's like, because they're like in, Texas near Mexico, and he's like, do you have a Chiquita? He's like, do you have a girlfriend? Is what he thinks he's talking about. He's like, I got Chiquita PTSD. I don't have a woman.
The guy's dressed like a banana. That's why he thought he was talking about bananas.
I think in that interview they revealed that they were both supposed to be wearing that jacket. Like he brought one for Brent too, and it was just like hot as fuck. And Brent's like, I'm not wearing this.
Fuck that.
It's hard when, the people that you think are like the best parts seem to be the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to checking out his solo shit after this, and we're not going to get to. And so also fuck BMW drivers who run red lights and stay off motorcycles, kids. It's just, you're just asking the fucking, why make it easier to die? Like I don't get it. I don't get the motorcycle culture shit.
Yeah, we're robbed of everything that based on that clip of the Ozzy tribute with Marcus King. We're robbed of everything that he might have gone on to do.
Yeah.
And so I know they meant a lot to you. I thoroughly enjoyed that, but I'm not as big a fan as you. So it's nice to hear you speak about how much he meant.
Thanks for letting me do that.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for letting Joe do that and for supporting the show on Instagram and YouTube. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please do. And if you want to support the show financially, you can hear us shit on Falling in Reverse even more as Jerk Sock Puppet and Pickle Andy over there for $5 a month. And if you want to hear the show as soon as you can, you join the $10 tier. Everything comes out on Sunday night. Or for $5, you get the bonus content on Monday night and the free Wednesdays show at midnight on Wednesday rather than 3:30 in the afternoon if you sign up just for the free tier. So there's something for everybody over there on Patreon. And for Joe Sixpack and Trucker Andy, I'm going to play the Mastodon. This is Braun speaking about their lost member of the band. So for Trucker Andy and Joe Sixpack, stay sorry. We'll see you next week. And let's hear this loving tribute to Brent, the late, great Brent Hinds.
Yesterday, Brent Hinds, 25 years with us as our guitar player, one of the most creative, beautiful people that we've ever come across in this world, tragically left us. Very, very unfortunate. We loved him so very much. And, you know, we had the ups and downs of a 25-year relationship, you know what I mean? It's not always perfect, it's not always amazing, but we were brothers to the end. And we really loved each other, you know, and we made a lot of very beautiful music together. And I think that that's going to stand the test of time, evidenced by you people here tonight. So we will continue to play Brent's beautiful, beautiful music that he helped us make, that we formed this band together and traveled the world together, slept in a van together, laid our heads down on beds of fucking kitty litter, you know, got way too drunk to remember anything the next day, about 1,000 million times over and over again. And, you know, with the love that we shared and the beauty, all the audiences that we played for, all the stages we stepped on. I don't know, you know, we're just at a loss for words. We're absolutely devastated and crushed to lose him and to be able to never have him back again. But you guys made it okay for us to come on stage and do this tonight. So that was for fucking Brent, okay? Thank you guys so much. We'll see you real soon, okay? I'm gonna give you guys some fucking pieces of wood, okay? We love you, we're Mastodon. Thank you, Alaska, for having us. It's the 50th state for us to cross off of our bucket list. So thank you for the amazing milestone, and thank you for helping us get through that one. It was fucking tough for us, but you guys are fucking amazing. So thank you once again. We'll see you real soon, okay? We love you. We love you so much. Good night.